Okay, so I've decided with my falling hair, since I've been out all fucking day, I've decided to do this topic reluctantly because I don't want to offend anyone. I always say this and then it always turns out being something totally different. I get it, I know. But I have gotten an abundance of messages from the natural hair community. And, you know, as you guys know, this is a weave. I love it. I won't change for no one. I don't give a fuck what you say. My weave is popping. Thank you. But for whatever reason, okay, you guys, let's just start from the beginning. When I first got on YouTube, the first thing that people knew me or remembered me as was the guy who did the baby hair video. That's what I was known for. That's cool by me. I don't give a damn. And I had braids at the time. So, of course, braids is considered a natural hairstyle. Okay, cool, whatever. Cut to 3-4 years later, I now was wearing my natural hair straight for a little bit on my other channel, which is Dollface Barbie TM. So, you know, I'm wearing my now natural hair or whatever, and then I start to go into weaves because I start to see that my natural hair is getting a little straighter than I wanted it to be, but it was still healthy. I was still taking care of it. Like, it was no problem. Like, I don't have a perm. I don't have a relaxer. I wear my natural hair. I just happen to wear it and not in its natural state. So I've gotten, originally I would get messages like, oh, thanks for repping the natural community right and making braids hot and everybody is trying to copy you and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, cool, whatever, thank you, girl. But I really didn't take heed to it. It was kind of like whatever. So now that I'm in weaves, I get all this hate mail and these women, and I know they're not girls because these women are old, not old, but they're at least in their 40s. And they're sitting on this one site called, and I've seen a lot of my pictures pop up in Google searches on this site. Yeah. And I hope y'all post this video. I think it's, some hair blog, my black hair forum or some shit like that. But it's like all these old women who sit on this board and nitpick and try to figure out what is in other people's heads. For the longest time, my pictures would pop up on the site where people basically critiquing my hair to figure out if I had a weave, if I didn't have a weave, if I was lying, if I wasn't lying. And I'm like, how much time do you really sit? Don't you bitches got jobs? Because half of y'all got kids. So, like, is the government assistance really taking care of you while you sitting on there trying to nitpick what the fuck is going up in my hair? So, listen, I have a very big bone to pick with every last person on that site. I have a very big bone to pick with every last person who wants to talk shit about people who do not wear their hair naturally, especially in the African American community. I have a lot to say because I cannot deal with if you're not natural, then you're neglecting your blackness and its self-hate, and how dare you give in to white supremacy. You say that, yet you got Vivica Fox, Dina Cali, Wendy Williams, and a slew of other bitches out here who sell hair to the African American community. Okay? African Americans make up 80% of hair extensions. Well, you don't have to give in, but look, if you have your own thoughts of how somebody else should wear their hair, then bitch, you have way too much time on your hand. Because I don't give a fuck how many grapes, how many motherfucking nuts, how much oil, how much grease, how much castor oil. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If you want to put the whole fucking kitchen sink in your motherfucking head, bitch, that is your business. But don't go around yelling, talking shit to the next motherfucker who got a fly bomb-ass weave and they decided to spend $800 on that shit and they want to rock it and you got a problem with it. If you want to leave all the motherfucking naps you got beaded up the back of your motherfucking head, bitch, you do it. That's your business. But don't come to a bitch like me and get mad at the fact that I run my head the way that I do. That's not my problem, my dear. That's yours. Maybe you can't rock it that way. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you don't have enough edges where you can't do the side part. Maybe lace fronts aren't your thing. Maybe you have a problem with all of this because you're not cute in any aspect at all, and you need to find something to feel good about yourself. If letting your hair grow natural and doing nothing to it is fine, with you, it's great with me. However, I don't want to hear shit about you being motherfucking natural when you still dye. Your dreads they fucking blonde at the end. That's not natural. You wear deodorant that you put up under your arms and it goes into your lymph nodes. That's not natural. You wear a face full of makeup that's tested on animals. That's not natural. Yet you worried about some goddamn beady beads. These bitches today just got it all fucked up. Like, for real. I don't care what no one else does with their head. There's a lot of people whose weaves are never finished. They do tutorials all the time on YouTube, and I say nothing about it because it has nothing to do with me. So if you got a problem with a girl who perms, presses, puts extensions, braids, weaves, whatever in her hair, that means that you don't have enough time of your own. And what kills me is that 9 times out of 10, the people who talk shit, they're the motherfuckers whose hair is never done. I don't give a fuck what your point may be. If your shit ain't never laid, whether it's natural or not, don't say shit about the next bitch. Now, ain't nobody came at me. I just want to let y'all know where all this passion is coming from, because ain't nobody came at me motherfucking stupid. I'ma just let you know. I've heard, like, people come to me in a respectful manner, and in a respectful manner. Like, bitch, I'm not gonna fight you on how the fuck you feel. However, you gonna watch your motherfucking mouth when it comes down to what the fuck I do. Because what it kills me, and this is not just the natural girls either, because what kills me is that girls and some guys, like myself, who do wear hair extensions, and you guys want to talk about all this white supremacy shit, what kills me is that y'all be on Twitter screaming light skin, dark skin. Y'all be on Twitter screaming, y'all hate yourself because y'all out here dyeing y'all hair blonde and all this shit. Mind you, talking about team black girl, team black girls rock, or some bullshit like that. Meanwhile, the same bitch that's tweeting this got a head full of fucking Indian hair. Now, let me tell you something, bitch. I'm all down for trying to get your motherfucking point across. However, don't play yourself, because that just made you look motherfucking stupid. You want to talk about this bitch not loving her motherfucking self, yet we don't see you got a full head sew in. Nothing is out. No edges, no kitchen, no nothing. Shut up. So, I don't understand the whole hoopla and the stomping and the attitudes and all this shit. And that, bitch, it's hair. It's motherfucking, it's protein. Like, really? Like, I don't have time to sit back and nitpick about something so small. There are so many other things going on in the world for me to be sitting back mad at the next bitch because she decides she wants to wear 12 packs of Indie Remy. I don't wear that shit. I don't like pack hair. However, I'm not going to talk about the next bitch because she does wear it. That's her business. That's what the fuck she can afford. Maybe she don't have good relationships with hair companies. Maybe she can't afford to go and buy 4 bundles of 28 inch. Maybe that's all she can afford. So I'm not going to sit back and talk about her. And then I'm not going to also talk about a bitch who decides to go out and cut all her hair off, because that's what she want to do. She feels good about herself. I'm not going to sit back and talk about nobody who wants to wear their natural hair in its natural state. I'm not going to do that because it does nothing for me. What does it move? No mountains. It doesn't do anything. So don't go around, especially African American. Bitch, shut up. I don't want to hear about nothing. Okay? Whatever you do on your little boards and stuff, that's cute. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. I don't care. But don't come to me with the shit. And stop making videos about everybody else and how good natural is and how all this is. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about that, because at the end of it all, your motherfucking ass ain't at my house. So my hair, I'm gonna tell you right, it's thick as fuck. Okay? It's not bad. I don't have a relaxer. I don't have a perm. I don't need it. But if I wanted to get one, I would get one. Okay? That's why I stay in weaves and I'm hem the fuck up. Because it makes it much easier to just deal with this than dealing with all of this. Because what you're not going to do, the same bitch that wants to tell me about how great natural is, your natural motherfucking ass ain't going to be at my house every morning combing this nappy bullshit. Now, are you? No. When my shit starts to matter, when I don't feel like putting grease in it, when it's getting sweat the fuck out up at the gym, when I go outside and it poops the fuck up. Where are you then? How much opinion you got then? What can I do? Because I'm not wearing no motherfucking Bantu knots. I don't do that. That's not me. And if you do that, more motherfucking kudos to you. But that's not how the fuck I roll. And a lot of the bitches I fuck with, we don't roll that way. So therefore, I respect you. with your afros, with your locks, with your bantu knots, all that. I respect you for that. However, do not put somebody else down because of what they chose to do with their own hair when it has nothing to do with you. So you can put as many motherfucking berries, nuts, and everything else that you want in your shit. Just don't worry about mine or any other bitch shit, okay? And on that note, I'm through. Bye.